Good evening to you. Currently, we hear what Asari Dokubo is saying, that Nnamdi Kanu is his brother. Maybe they have seen that time has come for Biafra to get the freedom. They're scared. They want to join the movement currently.
Yeah, you want to come from behind.
And we see Tompolo and former president of Nigeria, Jonathan, having secret meeting to see how that can come to become reality in Nigeria currently.
Yes, let me just tell you, I think the Niger Delta, the issue of South has been a divide and rule stuff actually pushed by Gowon, to make sure that the Igbos are completely disengaged, or fractured, or disembarked, or infiltrated, so that they cannot be able to come together as one. Immediately after the Nigeria-Biafra war, Gowon did not actually go to the eastern part of the country. He moved to the so-called South today, where he went. Even after the war, we had some level of arrangement and meeting with them and all that. At the end of the day, before immediately we seeing abandoned property, we start seeing Igbo no be South no be Igbo, Port Harcourt no be Igbo. We begin to hear all those manner of things, But thank God for the people of Delta State who are still insisting, even at this moment, even though there were more massacre, the Asari massacre is still there. But you see, these people are saying Delta State, they are purely and still remain Igbo till today. They have never questioned, even though it became very clear. The Delta State, I'm talking about Delta State, go. So what does that tell you? Chukwu Mansogu is an Ephraim man. He's an Igbo man. Forget whether it is region or region no say. No, that's not correct. What is his name? It's Chukuma. So, Gowon's visit after the war to the so-called 12 states he created was what instigated what we are seeing today to a point that say that we will not allow these two regions to actually come together in any form. That if we see them coming together, it means Nigeria will not be able to infiltrate them and take what belongs to their land and use it anyhow. Yeah, if they are using it for the development of Nigeria, that is ununderstandable. But they use it anyhow, bastardize and pollute the entire Nigeria Delta Biafra land. And when I see this will say, I look at them, I laugh. Yes! So, if Asari Dokubo is coming out publicly and start and looking at that angle, say, yes, I and Nnamdi Kanu is brothers. We can reconcile. I disagree to agree. And he's coming up publicly to say it, that in case of Nigeria think otherwise, the Ijaw man will not declare for Nigeria. The Ijaw man will declare for Biafra because Igbos are their brothers. Yes, he said it very clearly. But if at that level we are now seeing a different fragmentation within the old Eastern region bloc, where they are using political means, poisonous campaign that you are not able just to lay hand on crude oil. I think there should, but I like Jonathan. I love Jonathan. Yes, I have always loved Jonathan. I'm not talking about his qualities as a leader, as a president that time, or what he was able, to give out to Nigerians, not minding where you come from. I love Jonathan so much. But Jonathan himself has come to realize that the Nigeria as a nation is still questionable. That Nigeria as a nation can never be allowed to exist the way it is. And that the best option, that if negotiation of unity first, balkanization becomes an alternative. He said it very clearly. that I was betrayed. Who betrayed you? It's not the Igbo. He made it very clearly. Even though we have not had any opportunity to take a shot at the presidency, we supported and gave our respective lives to make Jonathan president of Nigeria against the wish of the Yorubas and the Northerners. We stood for Jonathan. But when it comes to politics and to see the crude oil, they will tell you a South man is not an Igbo man. But gradually, I must give it to John Azun Tambata from Ipole for the unification of the Igbo nation that's already, ongoing. So I said to Dokubo, yes, we saw the secret meeting. We saw the meeting where Tompolo was thoroughly briefed. We had a very good arrangement there, connection and chemistry and understanding. And before that, I remember that Tompolo has actually hosted, top powerful Igbo celebrities and businessmen in the Barabatu Kingdom. Not few months ago. He's signaling that a time will come that the North and the Yorubas cannot be able to question us anymore because we would have conquered the infiltration and divide and rule, above what they think, and we will use it as a block to defend the entire South.
So that takes us to current situation of Nigeria, where insecurity is biting, and we also know coming tomorrow on the 20th of October, someone from Yoruba land have taken the hunt by himself that he is going to come out boldly without no fear that there's going to be freedom for Nnamdi Kanu.
Thank you for that question, because a lot of Igbos are not comfortable with the way Sowore is actually pushing for that protest, and whether he's working for the government or not. That's not my business. But my business at this point is to question the rationale why a judge in Nigeria could not be able to declare or issue a court injunction, a spotted injunction on the issue that has to do with protest right inside the sitting court premises. Mark my word, sitting court premises. Why is it that it's only when he entered his chambers that he now issued a court injunction, triggering a certain fear within the circle of the Nigerian military? And what we're hearing, that maybe Bola Ahmed Tinubu, reportedly went underground, or they tried to take some action, like what we saw in Madagascar, what we saw in Nepal. But avoid what is coming. Don't pretend about it. The government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not pretend over what Nigerians are going on at this point in time. Don't pretend over it. There's no need of pretending. The injustice is too obvious. Do not come and put Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu issue has become an embarrassment to Nigerian government, has become a global issue, and that the people felt that they are no longer in the government. They are no longer belonging to a system that called themselves a country where they belong, and therefore it triggered a military coup against Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu hand, no day there. Nigerians are going through 99% hell. You must understand that. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it is not a smiling thing. It is no longer suffering and smiling. Okay? We are crying in the midst of suffering. Transformation does not come just by mere statement of appeal. Transformation comes as a result of the people you put on the structures of activities and organization to put themselves to work, implement the policies and fix it. I always say it, that the problem of Nigeria has always been leadership. It is the leadership that man the institutions and structures of democracy. And you can see, you factored all the Lagos boys around and everything. Nigeria is sinking on daily basis. And every time you see this thing, there's already a rumor that your government can be toppled at any time. I pray there is not an Igbo man that is going to become the military head of state at the end of the day, so that the Yoruba man will not tag an Igbo man. He is the problem. He is the one. Another Zogu, no. So I want to see if an Hausa man overthrow Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then whether the Yorubas are going to declare war or fight them at the end of the day, just like what they are saying. Then they will now know. When it becomes very fighting on the Yoruba side, they say, I want Nigeria to disintegrate. Where are they now? They have all gone underground. And let me just put it very clearly to somebody. I am not against whatever you feel you can do. After all, Nnamdi Kanu actually advocated for your release when you were captured too by the system. Nnamdi Kanu called for your release. Nnamdi Kanu protested that you should be released. Not only you, we're talking about Asari. Nnamdi Kanu also contributed, called global attention and movement and attraction to the plight of Asari as at that time. That is what an Igbo man is, and that's what an Igbo man has always, represented. But Nigeria have seen that a man that was born into freedom has been held hostage just because he wants to be part of Nigeria. That is the resistance the Igbo man is questioning up to this moment. And that is what Sowore actually understand. That the leader, Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu, should respect and understand that whatever you are being paid for or you are saying at this moment does not matter when it comes to governance in Abia State. Leave Alex Oti alone. Leave Alex Oti alone. Everybody must not be in APC. APC to many people, they are still suspicious. It's unfortunate that Alhaji Abubakar Atiku does not want to understand what it means that it is a southern town, and what Erufai is advocating for is a southerner to represent Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But if Atiku feel that he can work for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by declaring for APC, then so be it. The Igbo man will not die. And very dark man should respect himself too. Very dark man should respect himself too. If you want to do business, go to China. Don't disturb anybody. Don't factor rubbish into it. Go to China. Do your business. Must you bring Igbo man factor when we are talking about the most prominent movement in the history of the world? The IPOB movement, the Biafra movement, the most beautiful movement on how to organize and attract solidarity from all over the world to the plight of Nnamdi Kanu, illegal continuous detention. Very dark man, you are talking a different thing entirely. Go out there, do your business. If you like to say one kobo, it's your business. It does not concern anybody. Respect yourself, very dark man. See, I always say it very clearly. We are not in the presidency. We have not benefited anything from Nigeria. The Igbo man struggle and sweat and steam to survive. Respect yourself. If you want to do business, go to China. Nobody's stopping you. Don't involve Igbo. Don't involve tribe. Don't involve personality. Do your own business quietly and get out. That's my take on that.